Hi everyone, I hope you are well, whoever you are, wherever you may be, and however you may be watching and listening. We are forward again. Now I need to change that terminology. That's the first thing we have to do. First bit of housekeeping. We don't go back, we go forward. And housekeeping is the theme of this video. Now yes, I know you're all enjoying the action, and I appreciate that you're enjoying it, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all that lovely stuff. But we do have to do some housekeeping, right? So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to explain to you your home screen, and mainly the things at the top of your home screen. And then as a bonus, we're going to throw in some battle boosters as well, as they are directly linked to your home screen. So what we're going to do straight away is we're going to go up to the top here. So if we just press triangle, it'll bring us up to the top. So first, open containers. We don't have any at the moment. We've opened all of ours. Pretty self-explanatory. When you earn rewards and you win containers, they will appear here, and then you can open them. Now what you're seeing on the screen, on the main screen here, is the bureau. For the purposes of this video, so A, it doesn't become too complicated for our new players, and B, it doesn't go into YouTube's Waffle Watch and extend this video unnecessarily, I'm going to leave the bureau that's on the screen, which you can see with Castilla and Howden Low. I will leave that for another video. I will do a bureau video by itself. But that there is your containers icon. So if we move this across, this is your premium. Now you may remember early on I spoke about premium. Actually you won't remember, because that was part of the waffle that I had to cut because YouTube weren't having it. So I will explain your premium to you. Premium you get from the store. So what I'll do is if I quickly come out here and I go into the store, you will see premium and a variety of different options for you to buy there. This is where you get your premium. You also earn it during your campaign, and this right here is what gives you that bonus. Now I will explain how you obtain the premium in more detail as we move along, but there's your premium. So if we go back to our triangle, and you can see what it says. Each battle with premium you earn 50% credits, 50% global XP, and 50% commander XP. That is on top of what you earn during the battle. So obviously the better you play, the more you will earn. And there's an explanation at the bottom there. Each battle will earn you more resources. This means more XP to progress through the tech tree, more credits to buy new ships, and more commander XP to explore new opportunities for your roster. Fairly straightforward. And then the bureau boost as well. So just to quickly touch on the bureau, you will get one slot as default, but premium opens a second slot, and plus 24 hours offline progress, which means your bureau will still progress even when you are not playing. The research bureau offers a way for highly accomplished players to earn otherwise unobtainable ships and have some fun in the process. With an active premium account, you will have access to an extra slot in the bureau. Again, not going to say too much about the bureau. There will be a dedicated video for the bureau coming up. So if we move across, this here is your steel. Now you go on it, again, it tells you how to get it. Complete endless trials after finishing campaigns, which is your admiralty backing, and perform well in arena and ranked battle modes to earn steel badges. The badges can be spent in the Forge tab of the store. So when they say arena and rank battles, what they mean is, here currently there's no rank season and currently there's no arena season. When this opens, rewards for progression will be steel. Now what do they mean about Forge? We go to the store. Forge. This is where you spend your steel on items in the Forge part of the store. Now I want to be clear when it comes to steel. Steel is the most valuable currency in the game based upon the fact that it is the hardest to obtain. Right? You can't just go and buy steel willy-nilly. You have to earn steel. And eventually if you earn enough, you'll get here. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to take you a long time to earn enough steel to get a Marceau or a Druid or a Dason. It's going to take you a long term even to get Missouri. And then you've got some camouflages here as well. But the point is steel is for the advanced player. You will earn it, but it will take you a long time to get here. Moving on, we have Global XP. Now what is Global XP for? Well, first thing I would say about Global XP, the same as all of the currency at the top of your screen, it can be used in the shop. So if I go to the store, well, I was in the store, and you look around, there will be things in the store which are available for Global XP. You're gonna have to look a bit for them, but they're there. So looking around, you just play with your options and you will see that you can get some things for global. So containers, well, not in this season, but there are things. There you go. Marco Polo is on sale now for 1.4 million global XP. It's expensive because it's a tier 8 ship. If you see, you've got Armada Espanola, and there are other items in the store which you can go through and look, which will allow you to purchase with global XP. But the main use for global XP is on your tech tree. So tech tree ships, and these are your tech trees. You've got all the nations here, and then your progression. So if I quickly go to one of my tech trees that is incomplete, Edinburgh. Okay, I have an Edinburgh, but Neptune is locked. If I click on Edinburgh and I just shuffle along, you can see where it says boost, you have an option to use your global XP to boost to the next stage, upgrades here, or all the way to Neptune. Now if I was to go to the next stage, it would cost me 1,989 global XP, not that much. But if I wanted to go all the way to Neptune, that's 241,989. Considering I only have 330,000, that would eat up the vast majority of my global XP. But it's used, or it can be used, to advance you on the tech tree, and advancing on the tech tree gets you the ships further along and higher tiers, but it also has a knock-on effect in your bureau. More on that later. So global XP can be used in the store for certain items, but also to advance your tech trees. And again, you obtain global XP in every battle you play. Depending on how you perform and your upgrades and add-ons, you may be able to boost it. So if we shuffle along to credits. Now credits are going to be your primary game currency. Now remember, all of the game currency can be used in the store. So if you go in the store and just have a look around, you're going to find various items available for currency. You're going to have to look through the whole store, but if you look, there's that Armada Espanola crate again. You could buy one for 3,000 global XP. You could also buy one for 200,000 credits. and just a click on it will tell you what's available in any given item, and then you can decide whether it's worth the investment. So there are things in the store which you can use your credits to buy some supply here, some camos, boosters, etc. But the main objective of your game currency is to buy and upgrade ships. So again, we head back over here, go to our friend Edinburgh. You can see we click here, click on that, and then you have upgrades here which are available. 2 million. Move up a slot, 3 million. The higher the tier, the more expensive the upgrades will be, and the more upgrades there will be. Lower tier ships will offer you cheaper and less upgrades because they're lower tier. So your main objective for your credits is ship purchase, ship upgrades. Okay. Now if we move across to doubloons, now these are your gold standard. What do we use these for? As I'm sure you've probably seen from this video, most things in the store will cost you doubloons. So straight away, first thing featured, everything here you need doubloons to buy. Go in the offers, again, doubloons. Special, doubloons. Pirates, doubloons. You see the way this is going. Depending on what it is, will obviously affect the cost. So if you look there, you can see the Flying Dutchman, which is a premium limited edition tier 8 ship cruiser. That's why it's 25,000 doubloons. And then there's other things lower down the food chain. So if we go in ships over here and we just go to a random country, USA, and you can see Hill is 6,000 doubloons because it's a tier 4 ship. So doubloons are your main currency for the store. How you get them? You do earn them through your admiralty backing on the campaign, but those are small amounts. The main way to earn doubloons, or not earn them, to obtain them, is to buy them. And again, there's differing levels and it can get quite expensive. So remember, we just saw the Flying Dutchman was 25,000 doubloons. If you wanted to buy the Flying Dutchman in the UK, it will cost you £73.99. It's not cheap. And then obviously when we looked at Hill, which was 6,000, 10,000 will get it done. That's 29.99 GBP. Now, what I would say for new players and what I would recommend for all players is to invest in this doubloon package here, £7.39. So we'll call it £8. Now, most people over here in the UK will spend that on lunch in a day, maybe two. £8, good investment. And then this one, another £3.69 or £4. So if we call it, we round it up and call that £4 and call this one £8, £12. Again, that's 2 days lunch for a lot of people here in the UK. I would advise it. I understand. Hey, this is the working man's Warships. Not everyone's got money to just throw around. But if you can spare the £12, you should, because what this will get you is, scroll along to premium, that will get you 7 days premium access. Now obviously you can get more if you want, but if you want a year, 360 days of premium, it's going to cost you 22,500 doubloons, which, as we said, 25,000 is £74. So if you want that, great, you will get a 50% discount, but it's still over £60 up front. Well, 70, because you're going to have to go and buy that package. But for new players, if you can just get a 7 days, what will happen is in your campaign you're going to earn a lot of that back. Which brings me on to our second doubloon, which is the 2,550. Now it says 2,500, but you get 250 extra, so 2,750, and that buys you your Admiralty backing. In the campaign, click on there. Well, no, that's the timeline, that's my mistake. Need to go back. If we click on here where it says final reward, square, and here. Now the reason it says buy complete campaign for 13,500 for me is I've already done quite a few of the missions. As you complete missions, that goes down, but again, most people are not going to spend that outright, and at the start of the campaign I think it's 25,000. Again, another £70. But if you look at the total value of things you get, 73,690. So if 25,000 is about £74, you can do the maths. Now on the left you see included in complete campaign. That's because I already have the Admiralty backing, and it costs 2,500. So for a 2,500 outlay, aka £8, you will get a total value of 73,690 if you complete the campaign. So if we just do a little bit of simple basic maths, if 25,000 is £74, that means 50,000 is now £148, and then you add another 23,000 on top of that, so you are looking at close to £200 worth of kit that you will get for a 2,500 outlay, as long as you do your missions. So £12 will get you your premium access, and it will get you the Admiralty backing, which is the campaign. Now if I quickly go back over here and look in the campaign, I'm currently at 46, so it goes up to 100. I'm nearly halfway there. But if I go back and you look, you can see, remember that 1,000 plus doubloons, the £4 we laid out? Can you see you're going to start earning? There was 150 there, there's another 150 there, we're up to 300. And then as you go along and progress in the campaign, so I've already recouped 300 of my doubloons back, and if I keep going up and up and up, you will see that as you go along there's more up for grabs. There's another 150 there, we're up to 450, another 150 there, we are now up to 600. So I've already got back roughly half of my outlay, and then obviously as you get along here, there's another 150, 750, and the ship, and that's a tier 8 ship, which is worth 25,000. So for paying £8, you will get a ship worth 74 if you complete the campaign. So that's what I would advise with the blues. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to explain to you very briefly how the battle boosters work, because they link to this. So bearing in mind what we've just learned about what these things are, if I then go in here to play and go to our ships and we look at the exterior, you can see here battle booster, exactly as it says on the tin. That gives you a boost in the battle, and if you go over you can see the different tiers. It goes from 1 to 3, and obviously at level 3 you get more stuff. Credit booster, if I click on that, remember up here these are our credits, you get a boost in your battle. So whatever you get at tier 3 you get 40% more, tier 2 you get 20, and tier 1 you get 10. Those are your credit boosters. Global XP, as you see at the top, the green one, again if we click on that you see 400% more for a battle. So the better you do the more you'll get, and then 200 and 100. Commander XP, which I haven't touched on yet, but I will. There's your boosters, and then your ship XP. ship XP is, if we go back into our tech tree, here is your ship XP. See where it says ship XP? If I click on that, here's your ship XP. Yeah? And that is what you use your ship XP boosters for, to gain those so that you can then go forward up the tech tree. Now the one I haven't touched on yet is Commander XP, the blue one. So if we go in here, you can see there's a Commander XP booster right there. What's Commander XP for? Well, funnily enough, strangely, oddly, weirdly, it's for your commanders. So when you go in here, if you want to upgrade a commander, you're going to need Commander XP. You can see it on the right, and obviously the higher up you get, the more you require to upgrade them. Underneath we have promotion orders, and then as you get further down you will get insignias as well. I will explain those in due course, but Commander XP is to improve your commanders. The better your commanders are, the better your ships should perform, because they add attributes to your ships as you're going along. So if I just pick a commander at random, Rumble, Decepticon Transformer, you can see his main battery range is his base trait, and then these go up. Now I've got him at 16 and 3. Again, I will explain commendations in another video, and it upgrades different aspects to upgrade your ship. Now I will explain ship builds as well in another video, but remember, YouTube's on Waffle Watch, so I can't do it all in one go. Now hopefully that has brought you up to speed on your game currency, what it's used for, how to get it, and you now need to work out how you will strategically use it. So you would have heard me say before, I will only use my XP boosters for my tech tree ships. Why? Because premium ships don't need it. They're not on the tech tree, they're already premium. I use it for my tech tree ships. So if I go here and I take off premiums and I put on my tech trees, and if I just pick a tier, say tier 7, you can see on my tech trees I use them to advance to the next level. Now hopefully that has explained everything about your game currency. If you have any questions or you're unsure, leave them in the comments. But other than that, I hope that has been helpful to you, and we will do more videos like this when I explain different aspects of the game, like the bureau or whatever else you request in the comments. We can do stuff on that. But for now, take care. Wish you all the best wherever you are, whoever you are, however you may be listening or watching, and we will see you when we forward again in the next video. Take care.